Coming up, Coach Tori Keno's Raptors are on a roll after a pair of dominant wins over Garrett and Allegheny. The Raptors' hard-hitting freshman frontline standouts Kaylin Colbert and Erica Morton, along with sophomore setter Christiana Wilhelm Glab, have led the way and hope to keep the win streak alive tonight, heading into a crucial stretch of matches. Tonight, the Raptors face a tough Frederick Cougars squad that's riding its own four-match win streak, led by two of the top freshman players in Maryland JUCO, Caitlin Atchison and Leslie Paymer. Can the Raptors hand the Cougars their first conference loss? Stay tuned. Raptors, Cougars, starting now. From the Rockville campus of Montgomery College, tonight the Frederick Community College Cougars meet the Montgomery College Raptors in NJCAA Volleyball. Hi everybody, I'm Michael Brown here at courtside with my partner Christy Mempin. And Christy, we have got a big volleyball match on our hands tonight. The Raptors are taking on the Frederick Cougars. They are in first place in Maryland JUCO. They have yet to lose a Maryland JUCO match. But as you and I well know from having sat right here last week, we watched the Raptors sweep Garrett in 3 straight, very impressively. And I think we know that the Raptors have the ability and the potential to give Frederick everything they want tonight.
Absolutely, no question. In last week's win against Garrett, we picked 2 players of the game, Erica Morton and Christiana Wilhelm Glab. Morton is a freshman, but Garrett had no answer for her as she dominated the front line play with 9 kills. And she teamed up beautifully with sophomore setter Wilhelm Glab, who had 27 assists, and she was also really tough from the service line with 6 aces.
But they will be tested tonight. Frederick has a big front line. Caitlin Atchison is first in Maryland JUCO in kills. Her line mate Alex Felkins is 6th. Felkins is also first in blocks per set. And then the Cougars' Leslie Paymer leads the league in assists per set, and Corey Payne is 2nd in service aces per set. But she's right behind MC's Wilhelm Glab. So we've got some of the best volleyball players in all of Maryland JUCO on this court tonight. Should be a lot of fun to watch. We are just about set to get going, but first, our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Montgomery College, home of the Raptors. Women's volleyball at its finest, featuring your Montgomery College Lady Raptors and the Frederick Community College Hawks. May we rise for our national anthem. God bless America.
All right, we are just about set to get underway, but first we're going to meet the starters for both teams. And first for the starters for Frederick. There's number 1, Caitlin Atchison, the outside hitter. Next up, Lucy Smith, number 3, right side. number 8, Noelle Snow, who is an outside hitter. Number 9, Lexi Lambert. She prefers Lexi, we're told, middle blocker. Number 10, Alex Felkins. We talked about her in the pregame. We talked about number 11, Leslie Paymer, in the pregame as well. And there's their libero, number 4, Tori Payne.
And the Cougars head coach is Robert Landis. He's in his first year. His assistant is Charlotte Sabatano. And now let's meet the starters for the MC Raptors.
All right, now we're going to meet the Raptors starters. And starting at middle hitter, number 3, the freshman, Erica Morton. We talked about her. And there's Christiana Wilhelm Glab. We talked about her in the pregame. She's the sophomore setter. And number 11, Linnell Perez. We were very impressed with her last week, Christy. And then number 13, Stella Perez at opposite. She had a good game last week as well. And then at middle hitter, outside hitter, number 14, Kaylin Colbert. And the outside hitter is number 16, Diana Faria. And at libero is going to be Alejandra Borja.
MC's assistants are Rick Carter, who's in his first year, and Dan Smith in his 10th year, and in her second season as the head coach of the MC Raptors, Tori Cano.
All right, so we are just about set to get underway. Our officials for tonight. Our first official is Angie Rutledge. Our second official is Dan Liberto. And maybe we have time to take a quick look at the Maryland JUCO standings before we get started. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Frederick undefeated in league play at 5-0. That's a typo there because Hagerstown obviously should be 6-0. And then in 5th place are the Raptors. They are 3-2 on the season. And now Frederick has lost 4 matches, but those have all been out of Maryland JUCO, Christy.
I'm very excited to watch this game. It looks like it's going to be very competitive. Both teams look very excited. It's going to be a fun match.
So, yeah, you were pretty impressed with the warm-ups that you saw, weren't you, Christy?
Yes, both teams definitely show great skill, and usually you can tell the skill set of a team in their warm-up, so they look pretty evenly matched.
So the Raptors will be serving, and it's Christiana Wilhelm Glab with the serve. And that's a quick point for the Raptors. And would that count as an ace, Christy?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be an ace because they did not get it back over the net.
Yes.
There's the second serve. Here's the setup. They get it over, but it's long. So the Raptors out to a quick 2-point lead. Christiana Wilhelm Glab, she had a good night from the service line last week when we were here watching them play Garrett.
Yes, very impressed with her serves.
There's the set. Here comes the set to Stella Perez. Paymer. And there's the kill by number 8, Noelle Snow. And Noelle Snow, one of the top players on this Frederick team with the kill. And she'll go right back to the service line.
And that hit just reflected right off of our block, so it just changed the direction.
And there's Morton just dinking one into the hole in the donut there.
Yep, perfect spot.
Took a little bit off of it, as they say in baseball. Got it over the outstretched hand of number 3, Lucy Smith. So that puts number 4, Marlene Morales, on the line for the Raptors. There's the set. And almost a block there, but that's a point for Frederick. And that'll put number 4, I'm sorry, take that back. That puts number 7, Taylor Martin, who's into the game, puts her on the service line. And there's a service ace. So we're all tied at 3 in the early going of the first set of what should be a very fun match.
Oh, this serve is tough. It's very floaty.
And it went over, but it went out of bounds. Outside the line, so that's a point for Frederick. So they grabbed their first lead of the match. Very warm in the gym tonight.
Very warm.
We'll see if that has an effect on the players. Probably going to have more effect on you and me, Christy, than the players. Wow, great dig by Borja on a big slam by Atchison.
Now both teams are giving it their all. Like, they're all fighting for it, throwing their bodies everywhere. But MC's got to change the momentum.
Morales, there's the set. And Serafina Pierre-Louis hits it long. She's into the match now for the Raptors. As 5 straight points for Frederick. And there's another tough serve. You and I talked about this before the game. Serve and receive is going to be very important.
Yes.
We've got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Interested in career success? Get to Montgomery College and we'll get you going. You can earn an associate's degree in only 2 years. With 3 campuses, award-winning faculty, and multiple online learning opportunities, Montgomery College will empower you to set your course and succeed. Want to pursue a bachelor's degree? If you start at MC, you can save 1/3 on total tuition costs of a 4-year program. Apply today.
And we are back. Get a good look there at Taylor Martin at the service line for Frederick. Cougars on top 7-3, and she serves it right into the net. So we're in the first set of what we anticipate to be a very competitive match tonight. That puts Erica Morton on the service line, and she's no slouch back there, as we saw last week, Christy. And that goes out. Point to the Raptors. Big kill there by Caitlin Atchison. She leads Maryland JUCO in kills and kills per set. And they tried to block, but she hit it off the outside arm there of Colbert. Comes the set for Stella Perez, and she hits it short. 8-4, 9-4 rather, Cougars. And that puts Corey Payne back there on the service line. Long, hard serve. That's out. So the Raptors pick up a point on the unforced error. And that's going to put Ruby Barreto on the service line. She is actually 3rd on the team in service aces.
Great serve.
Good hard low serve to the back corner. Here comes the set, and there's Colbert, and she gets the point.
She wanted that ball. She told Christiana right here, give it to me right here, and that's exactly what she did. Put it away.
Put it right, let's take a look at that. Right through the block by the 2 number 1 players, frontline players for Frederick. Atchison and Falcons. And point out, so the Raptors coming back. Ruby Barreto. Ruby is a sophomore out of Magruder High School.
Ooh, beautiful serve.
I'm sorry, make that Blair High School. And that's point for Frederick, and that puts Atchison on the line.
Those quick one hits are almost impossible to block.
Here comes the set. Colbert. And that's
Perfect
in.
place. Perfect placement.
Impossible to return, huh?
Yep.
You put it in the back line like that, there's no way.
That was always the toughest spot for me as a back row player when the ball came directly to the deep corner, because like you're between you and the girl next to you. It's communication.
And it goes, point for Frederick. And that puts Paymer on the service line. Set up for Linnell Perez. It's in play, even though it hits the ceiling. Anything that hits the ceiling here is in play. Last week, I think we saw more balls off the ceiling than I've seen in any single game in years here.
It was like 6 or 7. It was back and forth.
Paymer still on the line for Frederick. Nice dig by Borja. And a double hit. Paymer. 7 kills for Frederick in the early going to just 2 for MC. Paymer with a tough serve. Colbert. She has it blocked back in. Frederick on a nice run. Here's a look and the block. And that serve off the mark. So there's an unforced error that'll give the serve back to the Raptors, and it cuts the lead to 14-8. As Alejandra Borja on the service line. Sophomore, libero. Falcons blocked by Morton. That's a momentum builder.
Oh, yeah. Morton was ready. She wanted that block, and she got it.
Good look at it. Perfect. Borja. Here comes the set. They fake it. Borja gets it over. Comes the set. Falcons. Too much for Faria to handle.
And typically from a middle hitter, you expect it to go the direction of their arm, but Alex Falcons did a great job of cutting it to her right in that unexpected way, which caught us off guard.
Tough jump serve by Falcons. She sets it. Off the ceiling, and it counts. (16-10) Frederick. And Falcons on the line. And that goes out. Unforced error. So that'll put Christiana Wilhelm Glab back on the service line where she started this match. Low, hard serve. Got to get it over. They do. Here comes the set. Linnell Perez has it blocked right back. Get another look at that one. Again, the block. Number 3, Lucy Smith there with Atchison. Comes the set for Morton. Big hit. Somehow it got over. And Morton with the block. She thought she had it done. Comes the set. Morton dinks it right into the campfire.
Wow, you can't see me, but I'm like all over in my chair right now. That was an exciting rally.
Boy, she had quite a series there.
Great fight at the net by both teams. Both teams really fought hard for that point.
Erica Morton playing great tonight. As Marlene Morales now back on the service line. Long, hard serve, but too long. 18-12, Frederick. We're in the first set of action. Coming to you from the Rockville campus of Montgomery College, Michael Brown alongside Christy Mempin, former MC volleyball great Christy Mempin.
Thanks, Michael.
Serafina Pierre-Louis with the point. So she's
Very
in.
smart play.
She is giving Linnell Perez a little bit of a break. So you got a front line now of Stella Perez, Pierre-Louis, and Colbert.
That was a double hit on Frederick.
Double hit on Frederick. 18-14. Erica Morton back on the service line. Long serve, too long. A little too much energy on that one.
In games like these where it's super competitive and everyone is excited and adrenaline's pumping, it's so important that you take those deep breaths and recuperate as a team. Because without that, then you continue to run on edge. You got to be able to reset.
Big hit. So Frederick now to 20. Boy, almost looked like she caught that ball.
Yeah.
That was very close to holding the ball, in my opinion. Colbert, just a little too much. Boy, you don't want to get in the way of that thing when it's coming at you, do you?
Yeah, it scared me a little bit.
Love to know the miles per hour on some of these kills.
Where's the radar gun?
We've got some next year radar gun. I've just been promised that. And our statistician, as the Raptors get the point there, our statistician, Evan Brown, just pointed something out. He's noticing that Frederick is setting the ball higher than Montgomery College.
Probably to give their girls time to get a good approach to get a kill. But the downside about that is that the higher the set, the more time the blockers on the other side have to block you. So pros and cons to everything. It's a good point.
So interesting observation there, something to keep an eye on as we go through the night. Ruby Barreto now on the service line, 21-16. Raptors trailing.
Ooh.
Good low serve. Comes the set, Borja gets it over. There's Falcons, but it's blocked by Colbert and Pierre-Louis. They are pumped up tonight.
And block.
Nice. Nicely done. So Barreto remains on the service line.
Her serve is very dangerous.
Falcons, no returning that one. Well, she's 6'2", and she used every inch of her height on that one. It just
And
pound it.
and a pretty wide wingspan, so she can really reach up there.
Yeah, gets a lot of leverage on the ball. Pierre-Louis, nice hit, and good job. Put that in a very tough place. So the Raptors not going away. Hanging in there at 22-18, get another look.
They're going to keep fighting, Michael. They're going to fight till they can't fight no more.
Oh, I love the spirit of this MC team.
Yeah.
Right on the back line now. Falcons. Nobody can come up with it. Falls in the middle of that campfire. And Paymer on the line now for Frederick. Well, she's got a tough serve. Man, right on the sideline. 24-18. So this is set point for Frederick. First set, best out of 3. Paymer, another tough serve, and that is the set. 25-18, Frederick takes the first set. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the second set. We're back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. And while we have a quick second, let's talk some men's soccer, because the MC men's team is off to a fantastic start this season. As usual, they're playing one of the toughest schedules in the country, but they're already 10-1 on the season, and they're currently ranked number 5 in the latest NJCAA national poll. They've had some big wins already this year. They are averaging an astounding, get this, 7.36 goals per game. And get this, they've outscored opponents 81-9. They feature a very stingy defense anchored by keeper Yvonne Mondu. And then they have a high-powered offense, obviously. It's led by Alex Villatoro, who's 5th in the nation with 12 goals, and Eunice Benmuna, who is 3rd in assists in the NJCAA, 2nd in shots, and 7th in goals with 11. So head coach Trey Livingston's very young team, they only have one returning player from last year. Looks like they are a serious contender to return to the NJCAA National Championship Tournament in November. So there's the rankings, national rankings, Montgomery College 5th. And as we look at that list, we see our neighbor, Prince George's Community College, sitting at 9. And those two teams, Montgomery College and PG, meet in a couple of weeks. And that, as always, it doesn't matter what the records are. That is always a knockdown, drag-out soccer match. But this year, with both teams being nationally ranked in the top 10, it's really going to be something.
You're going to be filming that one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be there. I'll be there shooting that game. So, anyway, we are back to action. The Raptors dropped the first set, 25-18. So they really need to get back in this thing and take this second set.
They can definitely do it. I mean, it's best out of 5, right? And if we have to take it to 5, so be it.
That's right. That's why they play 5. The first 4 sets, of course, for those of you who are uninitiated to volleyball, the first 4 sets are to 25, win by 2. If the 5th set is necessary, then it's to 15, win by 2. And again, it's best 3 out of 5 sets for the winner of the match.
Just love to see these girls smiling. Like, you can definitely tell, like, they're the kind of team that just, they won't give up. They're going to keep fighting.
And the original starting lineup is back out there for both teams. And Alexia Lambert was on the service line there. As the Raptors, unforced error there. So Alexia Lambert, who is one of their top blockers on the service line. Here comes the set, be a backline attack.
Oh yeah, that was a great hit.
And it goes up into the, that one really went up into the roof. Great hit there by Faria. And that puts Wilhelm Glab back on the service line.
Oh.
And that's unaccustomed error for her. Substitution, Taylor Martin coming in for Frederick. Replaced number 9, Lexi Lambert. And the set, and there's Atchison with another big hit. We knew we were in for something with her tonight when we watched her in the warm-ups.
Definitely.
She can really get up there for 5'7" and really can hit it hard. And that ball goes out. So
Good eye by Alejandra Borja. Because it's tricky to see those cross-court serves, whether it's going to be in or not.
So we've got Lily Miller into the lineup for the Raptors, and that's Lily right there on the service line. And it goes out. Paymer knocks it out. Tough serve by Miller. She's one of the team leaders in service aces. Sophomore.
Ooh.
Oh, another one. Boy, that was a toughie. Another ace for Lily Miller. Another ace for Lily Miller. 2 straight aces for Lily Miller.
Now this is definitely a momentum changer for MC Raptors. Here we go.
Raptors up by 2. Miller with another tough serve. Coming our way. And they can't return it. So Miller really on a nice run here. 6-3. Another hard serve.
Wow.
That time they get it over. Here's Morton. Comes the set. Atchison, and she picks up the point.
Great run, though. That was a great run by Lily.
It really was. So she went a nice run, gave the Raptors the lead, 6-4. And Corey Payne, number 4, on the service line now for, and she bangs it right into the net. So it'll go right back to the Raptors.
It's all about momentum, Michael.
Erica Morton will be serving for MC. The freshman. Comes the set. And Falcons, that was not a great set, but Falcons made something out of nothing there.
With her arms, she can reach that ball even if it's like 2 feet away from her.
Yeah, it was out in front of her, but she's still got quite a bit of power behind that. She's got, like you mentioned earlier, she's got that wingspan. And they got to get it over. They do, but it's out.
It's very close, though. Very close.
Good effort there by Stella Perez. And there's a odd serve, but boy, it found a hole. She just floated that one over into an open spot. Caitlin Atchison. Raptors were just not ready for that one.
She's such a skillful player that she can place the ball wherever she wants.
And it went out. That's a point for MC. The first official actually made that call. That was a close one.
Yeah.
She, of course, the first official, of course, has the ability to override the line judges. Ruby Barreto now serving for MC. And it got through the block for the point. Seems like every time we turn around, Leslie Paymer is on the service line. it over, they do. Comes the set. Nice dig there by Barreto. Comes the set. Oh, Serafina Pierre-Louis just mistimed that one. So 9-8, Frederick now has retaken the lead after the Raptors went on an early run in the set. There's a long one. Ooh. They got it over somehow. Falcons, great block.
Oh my
Great
goodness.
block there by Colbert.
I almost jumped out of my seat there, Michael.
Kaylin Colbert, I don't know how she blocked that one. That was amazing.
By pure skill. And we knew this was going to be an exciting match
Get another look
going
here.
in there. Such a great fight.
And there's the point. Faria with the jump serve.
Wow.
Wow, that's a tough one. Boy, both teams playing hard. Linnell Perez. Comes the set. Colbert for the point. Kaylin Colbert.
I just cannot contain my excitement right now. Good thing I'm not on camera.
The old volleyball player, well, the young old volleyball player sitting next to me here, she's pretty excited by what
Man,
she's seeing.
Past that triple block. Jeez Louise, her serves.
Those serves are tough, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Diana Faria, freshman out of Rockville High School, and she is really impressive from back there on the service line.
Whew.
It's one of the toughest serves we've seen all season. Out, point for MC. As Faria's got him on a nice little run, and Frederick has to call a timeout to stop the momentum.
But they won't, though.
And we're going to take a real quick look. And look at that. And
That ball was definitely out.
that
It was
ball
close,
was definitely
but
out,
it was out.
and they gave it the point to MC. We're going to take a real quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. And we were talking about Christy Mempin being a former player
Oh, hey,
here. And
that's me.
here's some shots of Christy, number 1 there in the libero jersey.
Who is that girl? I don't even recognize her.
Oh, I recognize her, particularly with the knee brace on.
Oh, yep. That's definitely me then.
And that was your sophomore year, right?
Correct.
Yeah, thought so.
Sophomore year.
There's a point for MC. Your freshman year, you guys went to nationals.
We did go to nationals. I missed some of that due to injuries,
Right.
but still, going to nationals was the most exciting thing. I hope MC can go to nationals every year.
Yeah. Faria, man, they cannot handle her. As Falcons just simply couldn't handle it.
And look at that, the excitement all across MC's floor. Smiles, but keeping it professional and ready for anything to come their way.
Falcons, it's going to be tough. They do get it over. Great save there by Paymer. And there was the nice block. So what a run by Faria.
Really, that was a huge run.
The Raptors went from behind to 5 in front, 15-10. Falcons on the service line. Floating serve. Colbert. Big by Falcons, nice. It's in play. Boy, that ceiling makes it tough.
Yeah. But this is our gym, so MC is very familiar with these ceilings. They got a touch on it, just didn't come at the right angle.
Floating serve. Here comes the set. Linnell Perez. Oh, little dink. Right into the campfire. So Falcons.
Very nice
little
pass.
run going. Comes the set. Going to be Perez. Nice dig by Pema. That's the roof again. This time they played it well. Falcons. Nice dig by Faria. Borja. Falcons with this set. Great point. Colbert. It's blocked. Save. They get it over again. Comes the set. A little miscommunication there by Frederick. Colbert dinks it that time for the point. That was a very long point. Long volley. Neither team wavered in their concentration. And Colbert just took a little off of it and used her left hand.
Very smart play by MC's players. They didn't stick to like textbook bump set hit.
They dig it out. Perez. Dug out. Perez again for the back corner. Good spot.
Like I said, smart players. These girls know where the holes are. They know they're great at anticipating where Frederick is going to go. You know, knock on wood, but they're doing a fantastic job.
Borja. Good low serve. Comes the set. Dug out nicely by Linnell Perez. Morton has it blocked. They get it over. Another nice dig by Barreto.
Barreto is making all the differences.
And that's a point for MC.
Someone was in the net.
Somebody was under the net, and another timeout for Frederick as they have fallen behind 18-12. We're going to take a real quick break. We'll be right back with set number 2.
Join us for the World of Montgomery Festival at Montgomery College, featuring a rich cultural experience for the entire family with live music, food, crafts, and cultural performances celebrating our county's diverse ethnicities. This free event is made possible by our generous partners and takes place on Sunday, October 15 from noon to 4 p.m. at Montgomery College Rockville campus. You won't want to miss this.
And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside Christy Mempin for MC TV's production of MC Volleyball versus Frederick. We are having a heck of a match tonight. We're getting what we were hoping for, which was a very competitive match between two excellent teams, really playing their hearts out. And there's a great block right for the point, right there to start things off. Erica Morton.
And Perez, they were ready for that. They saw that coming. They were like, nope.
So impressive. Borja, tough serve right on the sideline. And it goes out. What's the call?
One of our girls were in the net.
Somebody was under the net for MC, so that's a violation. And that puts number 8, Noelle Snow, on the service line. She's a freshman, born in Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
Morton. Ooh, they just couldn't come up with it. Linnell Perez gave her body up, but couldn't come up with it. So Snow still on the line. Soft serve. And the Raptors kind of caught unaware on that one.
Those short serves are so difficult to get because you have to sprint and at the same time try to pass it up for to make up a nice offense. They just
No, and it's a real
throws
change
you
of
off.
pace too,
Yeah,
because they're not
definitely.
expecting that. Not from what we've seen tonight, although that seems to be her style, the softer serve. Atchison dinked it over. That time she went for the soft kill. So Frederick inching their way back into this one now, down just 3. Korea, here comes the set. Perez, good hit.
See that first pass, that first serve receive pass makes all the difference in momentum changing from when you're facing a team that's getting ace after ace. So Diana Faria did a great job of setting up a nice pass to Christiana.
Grab serve, here comes the set, and that's 4 hits. So
a little miscommunication on Frederick's side. Not
service
complaining.
aces, MC was 7-6 so far tonight for Frederick.
Beautiful.
There, oh, a big block. That time they blocked Atchison.
She wanted that one. She wanted that block so bad.
She was
got
a little
it.
surprised, I think. And
Oh, was it Stella?
that's out. Point for Frederick on the unforced error. 22-17, Raptors. Again, you must win the set by 2. It's to 25, but you have to win by 2, so we could conceivably go forever.
Hopefully not.
Grab, Perez, too long. Stella Perez with a little too much behind that one.
Such an exciting point in the game where earlier we were talking about the heat in this gym. It's just getting worse as the excitement grows.
It sure is.
Oh, great dig.
They got it over. Comes the set, and under the net. That's a violation. The first pass was a little too close to the net.
Yes. So Christiana tried her best to jump set that one, but it was just too.
And another point for Frederick on the double hit. So now it's a 2-point margin as Frederick, this time Montgomery College takes a timeout. So we've got a timeout on the floor in the second set. The Raptors up 22-20. We'll be right back. And we're back on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Key moment here in the second set. Raptors down 1-0 and leading by 2. And need a point. Stella Perez. Atchison with the set, and then attempted kill. Nice dig by Glab. Into the net by Stella Perez. So it's now the lead, Raptor lead now down to 1, 22-21. And looking at the stats, they're pretty even. We'll get a chance to talk more about them later. It's a big point here. Morton, nice dig out there by Paymer. Atchison gets it over, Glab with the set. And that's going to be a double hit. As the communication.
I think there was some sort of collision.
Yeah, there was a bit of a collision.
But that's okay. We just got to keep our composure and turn the momentum around.
Tied at 22 as Frederick has clawed their way back into it. Perez for the point. That's a big point.
Huge point.
Gives the Raptors the lead from some substitutions for MC. That's going to put nice substitution there by head coach Tori Keno. That puts Lily Miller back on the service line. She had a great run earlier this set. Time she played. Atchison's shot is way long. Raptors now with set point, 24-22. Comes Miller's serve. It's low. It's into the net. Unforced error makes it a 1-point set. 24-23. Again, you must win by 2. Great set. Payne shot.
Nice pass.
Comes the set.
No.
Double hit. Double hit. Unforced error. So this one will go to, I don't know if you call it overtime, but we're going to have to go past 25 to determine a winner here as we're tied up at 24. Payne. The set. And another double hit. That's 3 in a row for MC. And the Raptors take a timeout, trailing 25-24. We're going to keep it right here. What's going on, Christy?
A lot of unforced errors. Adrenaline is pumping. It's an exciting. Girls see the point, like they see the point on the scoreboard, and that's all they're focusing on. But we just got to take it 1 point at a time. You know, like it's not going to be handed to us. They do a great job of working together. They just got to push through that. They just got to keep talking to each other, believe in each other. You know, that mental aspect of the game. They can do this. And definitely take deep breaths.
And Corey Payne on the service line. She's one of the better servers for Frederick, one of the team leaders in service aces. There's her serve. Clap set, Morton, and it's out. And the Raptors, after leading a good bit of this set, drop it 26-24, and that gives Frederick a 2-set-to-none lead. We get a look at it, and it was just out. It was just out. So
the past 10 points, we haven't really been able to set up an organized offense, as you should say, as I would say.
All right, we'll hold that thought, Christy. We'll be right back after a quick break. You're watching Montgomery College Volleyball on MCTV.
Interested in career success? Get to Montgomery College and we'll get you going. You can earn an associate's degree in only 2 years. With 3 campuses, award-winning faculty, and multiple online learning opportunities, Montgomery College will empower you to set your course and succeed. Want to pursue a bachelor's degree? If you start at MC, you can save 1/3 on total tuition costs of a 4-year program. Apply today.
With over 3.2 billion people online globally, cybersecurity jobs are in high demand. Montgomery College offers instruction on the latest technology in our state-of-the-art cyber lab. Hands-on experience provides entry-level computer technicians a pathway to enter the workforce or to transfer to a 4-year institution. For more information, visit montgomerycollege.edu/cyberprogram.
Join us for the World of Montgomery Festival at Montgomery College, featuring a rich cultural experience for the entire family, with live music, food, crafts, and cultural performances celebrating our county's diverse ethnicities. This free event is made possible by our generous partners and takes place on Sunday, October 15, from noon to 4 p.m. at Montgomery College Rockville campus. You won't want to miss this.
And welcome back to the Rockville campus at Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside Christy Memphis. Christy, finish your thought about the errors that kind of decided the second set. And basically your point was too many errors.
Yes, too many errors. And when you make, in any team, when you make those errors, you sort of got to give the ball back to the other team to, in a way, lead them to make their mistakes and give us some points with their unforced errors. And, you know, what can you do now?
What you got to do now is try to win this third set.
Yes.
Come back from that one.
We're still in this game.
Absolutely. They have played very well despite being down 2 sets to none. It's an exciting Montgomery College volleyball team.
Yes, super exciting game, just like how we predicted.
4 hits there for Frederick. Of course, only 3 per possession. And Wilhelm Glab with the serve. Good one. Nice dig, but it goes out of bounds. Nicole Rios in now for Montgomery College. First time we've seen her out there tonight. Of course, Nicole missed a couple of weeks of action. Glab set to Linnell Perez, and point to Frederick. So Frederick with an early 2-1 lead here in the third set. And another point for Frederick. So number 8, Noelle Snow, having a nice night from the service line. And she offers a bit of a change of pace. Morton, block back to her, Perez. Comes the set for Atchison, look out. Nice dig by Faria. Rios gets it over. Borja, Glab, Morton, tried to take a little off of it. Didn't work. Nice dig by Faria again. Faria very impressive out there tonight. And the block just didn't quite make it. Blocks are even. Solo blocks, Frederick is on top 2-1. As Snow continues from the service line. The set is too close to the net. And that's a point on a double hit.
I think that was a net.
And this puts Lily Miller on the line. She had a real nice run in the second set from the service line. Here comes Atchison. And they can't get it over. The attempted block failed. Take another look at that. That's just impossible to get back. Sorry. Good hard serve. Here comes Morton. And that's coming right to us. Do I get an assist on that one?
Yeah, let's put you down. What's your stats looking like right now, Michael?
I may have double hit that. Probably an unforced error. And there's a point. Not sure what the call was. Double hit.
Double hit. So what Colbert tried to do was just push it over, but the trajectory that the ball was coming at wasn't adequate enough for a push. So it was sort of like she was missing.
Yeah.
Worth a shot.
She was trying to give the ball the momentum that it really didn't have. Rios.
I just want to point out that was a really hard serve, and Lily, that was a perfect serve receive. Really nice.
just hit the antenna. So Payne back on the service line. She served out the second set. And Frederick on a roll in this third set. Raptors have not been able to get the momentum back.
Oh, perfect pass.
And that's a point for MC as it grazed off of Payne.
Perfect pass, perfect set, perfect hit. Oh, actually, that hit probably would have won out. But still, worked to our advantage.
Okay, that puts Ruby Barreto on the line. She had a good service game.
Very nice
last
serve.
set. Falcons. Pierre Louis with a nice shot there, but couldn't get the point. Comes the set. Atchison. She's been strong tonight.
Those low outside sets don't give our girls enough time to set up a block.
No, they like doing that.
Yeah, they're very effective. Unfortunately for us.
Those kills from the outside are tough. When they're cutting at that kind of angle.
Yeah.
I don't know how you block that.
You got to be really quick on your feet.
Or you got to anticipate it.
Anticipate it, yeah. And they've done it plenty of times before, so these girls know it's an option. It's just hard to prepare.
That's for sure. When the ball is hit that hard, we're going to keep it right here. And you know, back to that, the way she gets up there.
Yeah.
For somebody 5'7".
She jumps very high.
Yeah.
Wish I had those hops.
Don't we all? Good. Good look here inside the Frederick huddle. There's their coach Landis. He's in his first season with Frederick. He's coached volleyball in this area for many, many years. And he's got his team in front, 2-0, and leading in the third, 10-4.
So last game against Garrett, what we saw from MC was a well-oiled machine. These girls were talking, these girls were moving, and encouraging each other. I'm hoping that we can see those same girls back very soon.
They're a little out of sync right now, and I think the end of that second set really, I think it almost surprised them.
Yeah.
Because they had a nice lead. They had the momentum, and then a couple of unforced errors happened, and then it just seemed to cascade downhill, and they really haven't seemed to get their mojo back since then.
Can't give up, girls. Can't give up.
So 12-4 now. Frederick, one of their biggest leads of the night. As we get a good look at Caitlin Atchison. She puts it into the net. We gave her a little ISO on the screen there, and she hit it into the net. But there she is, number one in Maryland JUCO in kills. Good look at Diana Faria as she comes in. She's had a great match tonight. She played very well last week also.
Oh, yeah.
We saw her. Does a lot of things right. 7 kills tonight for Atchison. 6 for Falcons. 4 each for Lucy Smith and Noelle Snow, and that serve goes out. For the Raptors, Linnell Perez with 4 kills, Morton and Colbert each with 3, and Serafina Pierre-Louis with 2.
That last serve by Faria came in so low and flat that almost hard to tell that it went out.
Colbert, wow, what a dig by Payne. Jeez, that ball was hit hard and in a tough spot. There's a point for MC. We'll see if they can't get something going here. Get that momentum back. Alejandra.
She wound up for a big kill, or for a big hit, so they gave her a triple block, but she changed it up last minute.
Yeah,
so smart.
Took a little bit off of it. Smart play. Borja with the serve. And that's point for Frederick. What we're seeing Frederick do a lot of, Christy, is a sort of a fake out on the set. And you're not sure which one is going to go up and try to kill it.
Which is a very effective strategy for any volleyball team. They try to encourage fake outs for that reason. That was a big kill by Morton. But I remember there was a whole practice, I think in high school, where we ran plays where the middle would fake and be like, here, 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 and just yell for it, and then I would fake out the other team. So it's a very effective strategy. And Frederick seems to just do it a little too well.
Yeah, they've done a lot of that tonight. We haven't seen nearly as much of that from MC. Nice save there by Morton.
And it's still alive.
Still alive. Oh. Paymer. Almost looked like she carried it. She's done that earlier in the match.
But it's very effective for
Yeah.
a setter. As a setter, you have great hands, and she's just doing a great job of changing the direction and
completely catching the other team by surprise. They're not anticipating that. She's used it once before tonight. Rios has it blocked. Or may have hit it too low, not sure which. So Snow back on the line. She's had a very good evening from the service line. The set to Morton, dinks it. But Snow was there. There's Atchison. Great dig by Borja. She sets it. Glob gets it over. Comes Atchison. That time is too long.
see now MC is doing a great job of just keeping the ball, just sending it back over and letting Frederick make the mistakes. And this is what they need right now. This is what MC
they can
needs.
catch a roll doing that. Substitutions coming in. Lily Miller's in. Serafina Pierre-Louis is in for MC. Miller back to the service line. They like her back there, and it's obvious why. She's had an excellent night. Good
Great
hard
serve.
serve. There's going to be a back row attack for sure. Glab, Rios. So another point for Frederick.
Outside out.
And this is Taylor Martin. The set, Morton. Atchison. Paymer gets it over. Borja. It's alive.
Nice spot.
Rios. Atchison. Not much
That
you can do about that.
hit Christiana's shoulder a little bit,
Yeah.
or
And
her upper arm, misdirecting it. She
Yeah.
was there. Both teams are fighting super hard right now, and makes a great game. Like they're
18-8.
long valleys.
And Borja just couldn't handle that one. (19-8). Frederick up 2-0, and
Nice pass, nice pass. So now Frederick is just dominating in attacks. Their offense is, or they're able to get a good enough offense that we just can't. We are having trouble building ourselves.
they are on a serious roll now. Looking at the stat sheet, Leslie Paymer with 20 assists And we've got a timeout on the floor. And we do want to let everybody know that we've got another volleyball production coming up on MCTV this season. It'll be next Thursday night, October 5th at 6 p.m. right here on MCTV. Also, we'll be live streaming it at livestream.com/Montgomery College Live. You can also watch it on Facebook Live at facebook.com/Montgomery College. And there, of course, are the channels in Montgomery County where you can watch the Raptors as they take on Anne Arundel. It's also Dig Pink night.
Ah, Dig Pink.
And that's one of your favorite events, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about that while we have a second.
So Dig Pink, every year we do a fundraising awareness game where we try to raise money to support breast cancer research. And so the team wears Pink's jersey, like you see our libero Alejandra Bora. That jersey will be worn by the rest of the players, and she'll wear a different jersey. But most of the gym will be in pink, and we'll have laptops. I think when I was here, we had laptops set up where people can pay online and give donations and stuff like that. And it's overall like a feel-good game. But it's about something like the greater good, you know what I mean?
That's for sure. It's a great cause, of course. And again, that's next Thursday night, 6 p.m. right here on MCTV. And that's a violation. Well, Paymer with 20 assists has more than the entire MC team. MC with just 14 as a team. Paymer with 20. Of course, she's among the lead leaders. 12 assists for Wilhelm Glab. So the Raptors pick up a point, but they are in need of a serious run.
Serafina wanted that kill, and she passed it up, and she asked for it, and she put it away.
There's a good shot of Coach Landis of big kill for Atchison. They just haven't had an answer for her most of the night, as she has 9 kills now. This is match point. Tori Payne. Hard to believe that it's match point, but it is. Colbert gives MC
but we're
another
not giving
life.
up. We're not giving up.
They're still playing hard. Still showing the spirit that we've come to expect from this team. And a good look for Colbert. And that puts Nicole Rios, sophomore, on the service line. Magruder High School grad. Good serve. Falcons, and a point for MC.
So it looks like Palmer was across the line underneath.
Underneath the net. So 24-11. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here with Frederick leading 24-11. Let's take a look at some of these individual stats for Frederick. Kills, of course, Atchison leading the way with 9. They've spread the service aces around, but look at Taylor Martin with 5 service aces. And then, of course, assists, 21 for Paymer.
Very skillful team Frederick has.
Nicole Rios going to try to keep it going. We are at set and match point. And good dig. And that is the match. So Frederick takes it 25-11. They take the match 3 straight sets. And Christy, what can you say? It was a good effort by both teams. Maybe a little bit of a learning experience for the Raptors tonight.
Yeah. I mean, they need this kind of experience in order to face other great teams that they'll definitely face later in the season. I mean, the first 2 sets that we saw, they fought so hard, and they were they had great chemistry amongst each other on the team. And then in the end of the second and the third, we didn't see that. So maybe during practice or something, they could reconnect, as a team, because they can't do it alone, So overall, it was a great effort by MC, but Frederick is just, they're so talented and very well put together, and you're right, it is a learning experience.
We should point out, it's not an excuse, they are a higher division team. They're a Division II team. Montgomery College, of course, a Division III team. But hopefully a learning experience for the Raptors. My theory all along has been this team is just going to keep getting better and better and better as the season goes along. And really nothing we saw tonight changes my opinion, even though the wheels came off just a little bit at the tail end of the second set and most of the third set. But
I totally agree. Like, even as you can see, like, the girls they're still in a feel-good mood. They're not going to let anything keep them down. They're not going to let anything stop them. Like, this team, like you said, it's just going to keep getting better.
All right. Well, Christy, thanks again for joining me tonight. And once again, I just want to remind everybody, we'll be right back here next Thursday when the Raptors take on Anne Arundel, next Thursday at 6 o'clock on MCTV. So once again, from the Rockville campus of Montgomery College, Frederick takes this one 3-0. And as always, I want to thank everyone on the hard-working Montgomery College television production team for all your great work tonight. So for Christy Mempin and everyone on the MCTV production crew, thanks so much for watching, everybody.